Hello, fellow traders from around the world. Welcome to this very important video, and I'm going to ask you, how do you handle a losing trade? Well, let's face it, we all allow our emotions to dictate how much we enjoy taking trades, right? Now, notice I used the word enjoy, right? Because if trading is not enjoyable, then you should really not be trading, okay? And there are different levels of enjoyment during the trading process. But what happens and how do you react when the trade you just took starts losing money? Well, do you bite your nails like this gentleman here in the pictures? Do you start watching your computer screen for hours on end, waiting for your trade to reverse? Do you become agitated and nervous? Do you hope and wish for something good to happen, like a miracle on your trade? I call this the Hope and Wish Club. Do you start blaming yourself, maybe for taking a bad trade in the first place, or do you start blaming the markets for not doing what you thought they were going to do? Do you even blame the broker for maybe trading against you and forcing the trade to go against you? Do you stop to enjoy the trade altogether? To the point where it's making you ill, making you nauseous. So these are all really important issues to deal with while you're trading, and we're going to discuss that in this video. And the other part is we're going to talk about the learning process. I've started the free signals since October the 7th. We're doing extremely well, close to the 80% winning ratio, which is fantastic, guys. And I want to talk briefly about what's next. We're soon finishing the first phase, and soon we'll be entering the second phase of your training with the free Forex signals. Okay, everyone, this is me right here. My name is Martin, and I'm a proud Canadian trader. And guys, if you want the free Forex signals sent to your email inbox, then you've got to send me your email address. In other words, send me an email right here to mskyj007@gmail.com, and I'll set you up. I'll register you. You'll be on my VIP list, and you'll receive the free Forex signals without any obligation. There's nothing to pay for. You don't have to there's no credit card information you have to give me or anything like that. It's totally free, guys, and I've been doing this since October the 7th. Okay, so before we start with today's review of last week's trade, yes, we're going to look at some trades we took last week, what happened, and again, I want to reference those trades to the topic today, which is how do you handle a losing trade. Okay, so before we do that and look at the charts, I've got my humble disclaimer. I want you to really understand what I'm saying with my free signal service. Okay, it's an educational program only. I'm trying to teach you how to trade and not give you any specific advice. Don't blame me if you lose all your money. You probably weren't paying attention to what I'm teaching you, and you're not following my instructions, right? Remember, for now, you're trading on a demo account only with a maximum 1% risk of your account balance, okay? So remember, try to trade with a maximum 1%. You'll be doing that in real life trading later on. I mean, if you want to trade more, it's up to you, but this is what I suggest, okay? Now, we're going to look at the trades last week. We're talking about January 11th to the 15th. There are 3 signals in total. I sent out 3 signals. One trade signal wasn't real, okay? Just want you to understand that. 2 others were valid. Now, on January 11th, on these 2 days right here, I asked you to, well, this was the signal. First of all, sell the euro GBP, okay, euro against the British pound. This was a huge winner, guys, for approximately 94 pips. On the same day, the same email, I also told you to sell New Zealand Swiss franc. This was not a real signal, guys. It was a reversal, and I normally do not trade reversals, and I mentioned this to you in the past. So this was not a real signal. We're going to look at this trade anyways, see what happened. Okay. And then on January the 13th, I sent out a signal to buy the Australian CAD. Now, this is still open. I never asked anyone to close it because I do follow up on all my signals the next day with further instructions. I did mention that if it's in profit, you can close it, but it's not in profit. It's still open. I've still got my trade open as well. Okay, just letting you know. Now, we're going to look at the very first one, guys. Let me just remove that. On January 11th, I sent two signals. The first of the two signals, sell Euro GBP. We're going to look at the chart in just a moment. Okay, here's the information, and in my emails, guys, for the new subscribers, this is how I send the signal. I give you an entry. Okay, give you an entry level right here. In this case, was at 0.8988 or better. And that means, remember, we're taking a sell trade, okay? Sell trade. So better means if, sell trade right here, if price, in case price goes higher first, okay, then you want to take a sell trade at a higher price and then waiting for price to go back down, okay? So that's what we mean by that. The stop loss here was at 0.9089, okay? So here's the entry. Here's the stop loss. Guys, I give you all this information. All you have to do is follow the information. It's very simple, okay? I give you a first profit target and then a second profit target. And both these targets, with the first one anyways, the very first profit target, you have to place that, enter that when you take the trade. So when you open a trade, immediately after, put in your first target, your take profit target right here. And so that way you don't have to look at your computer all the time when you're sleeping. It may hit the first profit target, and you don't have to worry about anything. Okay, so that's what you do right there, guys. Let me just take that off. And now we're going to look at the chart. Okay, so let's take a look. Here's the sell euro British pound. These are daily charts, guys. That means each and every candle is 1 day's worth of price movement. And just letting you know here, let me just use the drawing tool. Okay, so here you can see was our entry at 0.8988. Okay, so there's our entry for a sell trade. Okay, and take a look, guys, see what happened. Okay, it did hit the first profit target at 0.8927, did hit our second profit target. Okay, and when we I want to use my drawing tool for something. So when the price hits the first profit target right here, okay, then we move our stop. Here's our stop loss, okay. We move our stop to break even right there, guys, or a little bit better than that. So in case price comes back, we're in a free trade. We've already, and I forgot to mention, we normally open up each position. So in this case, it's sell euro, British pound. We would open two positions, okay? And the first position we would have a first profit target. The second position we would leave open. So with the first position, we move the stop loss to break even or just a little bit below the break even. So in case price here comes back, we're stopped out without any further losses. But if price keeps running lower, which it did in this case, then you can see on the second position, we would have made quite a bit of money. Now, conservative traders, and I mentioned this in my last email, if you want to look for, my last video, if you want to look for my last video on YouTube, please do so, because it also talks about a conservative way of trading, which is you would not open up two positions. In fact, you would just, taking the sell euro British pound trade, you would just take one position, at your lot size, let's say 4 mini lots. You would get in right here and you would just let the trade run. And that's a good idea only if you believe that the trade will run further. But really the safe way of trading is opening up every trade with two positions. One position with the first profit target and the second position with no profit target, just allowing it to run in case it runs for much bigger distance. So in this case, we did make 93 pips, guys, and that is really, really good. Okay, so now we're going to get on to the next one, and let me just open that up. Okay, so the next one, we had a sell New Zealand Swiss franc trade, guys, and here is the information on my email. So this is exactly what you would have seen by being on my VIP list for the free trade signals, guys. So again, I said here, sell at this price, okay, or better in case price goes higher first, and then enter a sell trade at a higher price. I gave you the stop loss, the first take profit, second take profit level. So that's all given to you guys. All you have to do is follow the instructions, open the trade, place the stop loss, place your first profit target, and away you go. It's that easy. Now, I did mention in that email though, however, and this is again taken right from the email, so I want you to know exactly what I sent on January 11th. This is the information I sent to you. However, this number 2, sell New Zealand Swiss franc, is an early reversal signal, but not all the indicators are in agreement. So this is interesting. Let's see what happens. And the next day, I said, I'm disappointed with this trade. It is reversing, and we can now close this trade for a small loss. It's not the type of trade I normally take. Remember, I said that this was a reversal trade, and not all indicators were confirming this. In fact, the overall price was in an uptrend. So I'm going to take a look at that. Okay, guys, let's take a look at the chart here, and right here is the entry, 0.6375. Here's the signal right there, guys. You can see that, and there's the entry right there, okay, right there. So I thought price might be going down, okay, but I said not all the indicators are confirming for a sell signal. And one of the biggest confirmations indicators I use on my charts is not necessarily, I don't look down below, but my very first confirmation is this. See this green section? Green means you only should be taking a buy trade. See this pink or red section? You should be looking for sell trades. So in this case, I said that this was a reversal, something that I normally don't take. Okay, it was an early reversal sign. And when the next day price went right back up, you see on this white candle here, I issued out a statement in an email saying, well, let's close the trade. So for me personally, I wasn't interested anymore, but lo and behold, like I said, anything can happen at any time in the market. You can see the next day on the last trading day, we had a huge black reversal candle in our direction. So in this case, right now, if we would, and remember the stop loss is here, okay? Do you see that? Okay, let me just, okay, so here's the stop loss, guys, right up here at 0.6448. So, and this next day when I gave out the issue just to, close the trade, I didn't even wait because I'm not knowing that whether price would go higher or not. Really, it kind of, looked like it might go higher and the signal would be wrong. But in fact, the signal was correct, even though it was an early reversal in the type I normally don't trade. Price never did hit our stop loss. So in fact, the next day it went right down, and right now here, closing right here, we would have been in profit. In fact, here, you see the low of the day right there, the low of the day actually hit our first, okay, it hit our first profit target right there, guys. And guess what? That would have been a winner. Amazing, right? So the signal was correct. I just, we closed the trade in a rush, and we didn't follow our own plan. So again, referring back to the topic here, how do you handle a trade? Well, if you trade with a stop loss, the stop loss is there for a purpose. You shouldn't panic, guys. I did not panic. I just wasn't interested anymore. Okay. Because I thought right away price would reverse and come back down, and it didn't. It went up with this white candle. So, the point being that never really panic. You've got a stop loss in place. You start trading with a plan. We had the plan stop loss here, and so we should have allowed the trade to run and wait, because again, never know what's going to happen in the markets. Okay, so moving on, we're in our third trade, guys. This is the buy Australian USD. Here's the signal I gave you guys. It was the buy entry at the 0.7772 or better in case price goes lower first. Okay, so again, remember it's a buy trade, so we're waiting for price to go higher, right? And here is the entry here at 0.7772 or better. Better meaning in case price goes lower first. Okay, let's see, lower first, and then getting in at a lower price, so it's a better price, and then waiting for price to go higher. So you get in at a better, lower price. Okay, that's what we mean by better. Please understand that, because that's going to be in most of my emails. Okay, so let's remove that and let's go to the actual trade. Okay, and here's the chart. Okay, so here's our entry, guys. Right. See, this is 0.7772. This was our signal. It was, oh, I'm sorry, right there. You see with the top of this white candle right there? Okay, so there's the signal. See the little blue arrow there? Okay, and right away the next day it went down a bit. On Thursday, on this trading day, price went up, and I thought, okay, from here we're going to go up higher, and we're going higher toward the first profit target. Here's the first profit target. Okay, here's the second profit target. So with this white candle, but the final trading day, price went down and reversed against us. Okay, so what do we do here? It did not hit our stop loss right here, 0.7650. So this trade is still open. I'm allowing it to run, even though we had on our last trading day, it was a down bearish candle, pretty big one. But I've looked back in the past, and often on this uptrend, we had large bearish candles, and usually by the next day or so, it kind of reversed and went higher again. See, here's one instance where we had a bearish candle, went higher again. There's a few back if you look at your charts. So I'm not worried. Remember, we entered the trade with a plan. Here's the stop loss right there, guys. So it did not hit our stop, okay? And we're going to allow the trade to run, okay? And so that is what we're going to do. We're not going to panic. We're going to have some patience and see what happens. Okay, so fundamentally, the USD is still very, very weak. Australian dollar is stronger, and on Friday, most currency pairs reversed. There's no real reason for it, except for maybe profit taking or something like that for the sellers. But the point is, or the large institutional investors bringing price down and then getting in at a lower price and moving price higher again. So fundamentally, Australian dollar is still strong. The USD is very weak, and on Friday, it was a big reversal day for most currency pairs. So anyways, we're going to just wait. Don't panic. Have patience and allow the trade to run according to our plan. We've got the stop loss here. We've got the first profit target. Let's just see what happens. Okay. So we're going to continue on here, and this is what we're going to talk about, the learning process. So all along with my weekly videos and my training and everything else, we talk about the learning process, that you've got to learn the process. And what is it again? I just want you to be very clear. We are in phase one, if you didn't know that, because in my overall plan, I've got our trading down to 3 phases. We are in phase one, and it was important for everyone to complete phase one, which included the 3 steps. Okay, so the very first step here was for you to read and view all the emails and my weekly videos very carefully. So I want you to try and follow my instructions, tips, and mini lessons. So that was the first step, and most of you are doing that. For some of you, you're not sending me any emails. I'm not too sure. You guys must be silent traders because you're not sending me back any feedback. So for a lot of you, I still want you to send me back some feedback. Are you taking my trades? Are you following my instructions? How's it going? What are you thinking about? Okay. So anyways, the second step right here is to only follow my free trade signals. Don't take any of your own signals and don't do anything more. Now, this is really critical to clearing your mind and keeping everything so simple and eliminating anxiety and fear. Now, I know a lot of you or some of you are using my trade signals, but you're also taking your own signals, perhaps even on live accounts. And I've told you only trade on demo, right? But don't try to figure out your own systems, your own strategies or anything like that. You're just going to clutter your mind. Just keep it easy. Relax, guys. Take my signals and don't think about anything else or any of your own signals. Right now, the important part of the second step is to clear your mind and keep trading so simple that you don't have to think, okay? And the third step right here, guys, is to trade for now only on your demo account. And I keep telling you this, no live trading yet. I'll tell you when you'll be ready for live trading. So phase one will be finished in a few short weeks, okay? The algorithm strategy, indicators, and template will be made available to everyone in the near future, okay? So just want you to know that. So we're in phase one, guys. It'll be finished in a few short weeks, and then we're going to head off into phase two, okay? So let's continue. We're almost finished, guys. Just hang in there. Here's phase two. Once we complete phase one, and I feel that you're ready, then we're going to start on phase two, where we will work towards specific goals and ideals, okay? So the very first step, again, is to continue trading for now on your demo account. Again, no live trading yet in phase two. There's a good reason for this. The second step is for you to take my signals and interact, okay? And this is a really important word. Interact with me more frequently. I need the feedback to help you further. So as we get closer to live trading, you need to be more comfortable and gain more confidence. Okay, so that's one of the biggest goals in phase two. The third step is to help you work on overcoming psychological roadblocks. Okay, there's another important word. Trading is psychological, guys. You'll be fighting your emotions, fighting your trading demons all the time, every time you take a trade. And so in phase two, we want to help eliminate that and ease your mind and your overall fear of trading. So there'll be some specific trade signals and follow-up lessons to help you with this, guys. So in phase two, once we reach that, it will take approximately let's say 4 to 8 weeks, 5 to 8 weeks, maybe less, okay? Once we're done, get ready for live trading, okay? So that's coming around the corner. Get ready. But you guys won't be ready unless you take this very seriously. This is phase two. You'll need to do really good on this third step, again here, to help you overcome psychological roadblocks before you can trade live, okay? So I'm giving you this information now. We're going to review this information later on once we're heading into phase two. Just keep that in mind, okay? And let's go on to the next one. Okay, so we're pretty well finished, guys. My free Forex trade signals. If you want my free trade signals, okay, you have to send me your email address. I'll put you on my VIP list. There's no obligation. I'm not going to send your email to other marketers. There's nothing to pay for. No Visa card or credit card information to enter. It's just totally free, guys. I've been doing this since October the 7th, okay? Send your email right here, okay, to mskyj007 at gmail.com. There it is, guys. mskyj007 at gmail.com. That's where you send your email. Tell me that you want to receive my free Forex signals. Tell me a little bit about yourself, like at least where do you live? Okay, because I'm getting subscribers from around the world. So tell me where you live, and remember, give me your first name. Okay, some of you don't even, don't even send me an email with your name. So I need to know who I'm talking to at least, or sending emails to. So give me your first name, guys. Okay, so we're pretty well it. Cheers from Canada again. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like and comment button, okay? Below the email, you got to hit the bell icon. Once you click on the bell here below the email, you're going to get all my YouTube videos right in your inbox. So that's it, guys. Take care. Happy trading, and we'll talk to you again next week with another important review and lesson and tips. Okay, bye for now.